Here's a question for any budding wedding photographers or full-time wedding photographers, or maybe you work for a wedding photography company or something like that. This is a question I'm putting out there. I just came across a video from on the Phase One channel. Phase One, the people that make the medium format, massive cameras, and there was this guy Sal. Sal Cincotta? I think that's how you pronounce it. Wait, hold on. You'll probably explain his name right at the very start.
What do I love about the ideas you give me? I don't even know where to begin.
Salvatore Cincotta.
My name is Sal Cincotta, and I'm a
Sal Cincotta. He made it sound so easy to say. So this guy's a wedding photographer. He's got a cool little story here about how he first did weddings years ago, and he said he hated it, and he went and did like an actual job. And then he came back and he started doing wedding photography, and he said it's great. So that's cool. I was watching it, but there's something odd about this video, and he's talking about how he wanted to do landscapes and architecture and all that kind of stuff. And then it showed his stuff. Now, what it does say is that he's a wedding and portrait photographer. So that's cool. So I was googling him, and the thing which I find odd is when it's a wedding photographer, but then doesn't show any pictures of a wedding. So I went onto his site, Weddings, Salvatore Cincotta, cool name. And no doubt about it, all the photos are really cool. Like, that's so cool. How he got that? From a drone? I don't know. And none of these seem like wedding photos. These are people in wedding outfits, in wedding dresses, in cool locations. Not wedding photos. Now, and the reason why I say it like that, again, what a cool location. That doesn't look like a wedding, though. That looks like two people in a wedding dress on a film set. The reason why I say this is that so much nowadays, certainly in the UK, advice that's given to brides and people looking at wedding magazines and all that stuff is, if you're looking at a photographer, you want to see their stuff. You want to see evidence of not just their portfolio photo shoots, but example wedding albums that are given to clients. I was recently at a wedding show with a buddy. Not that I was getting married again. But we went past some wedding photographers, and on their stand they had like showcase albums of showing like, look at our amazing quality of albums. So half of it was showing off the albums and showing off the quality of the paper and the stuff, and like cool photos like these. But behind that were about another about 4 or 5 full blown real life wedding albums. So people could flick through and go, so this is what an actual wedding looks like. This is your quality of a service that you give for an actual wedding. And it came with the price lists and time expectancies, and saying, yeah, if you get your wedding done, give us at least 2 months of time to edit it and make the album, all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, cool. So that gives you a good idea. But I just, that was the first one that looks like a wedding outside. So that one looks cool. You've got the shot outside. So that's one. But yeah, I was just wondering, anybody else that's out there, on your website, do you just put portfolio busting individual images, or on your website do you ever, like, that's cool, do you ever put actual whole wedding album examples? Maybe there's not necessarily copyright, but data protection issues that maybe you wouldn't want to put a whole wedding album onto your website. I don't know, but I just find that, I don't know whether it's different in America to what it is in the UK, but certainly in the UK, if you read any of the bridal magazines, they're like, you've got to see a photographer's full album. And so maybe the case of that's what he does. He goes, let's meet. He'll bring along his actual physical album so you can see what it looks like, and says their wedding packages start at $4,500. If we are within your budget, yeah, starts. So, and I suppose it all depends on how much retouching, how many sets that you're doing, how many locations, how many assistants the guy's needing. He's also doing, like, it looks like he's doing videos as well. Like, that must be with the drone. Yeah, so he's doing drone shooting over a street. Oh no, that in the UK totally illegal. Yeah, you can't do that unless you got permission to close down the road from the local council. So yeah, let me know what you think. And is that's the location of one of the shots up above? Oh, danger drones. So unless you got permission of that whole building, that's yeah, different in America to what it is in the UK. That's for sure. Yeah, that's an extra cost. That's for sure. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is it something which on your website you just put your portfolio photos and leave example albums for when you're meeting the client, or do you put example wedding albums onto your website as well for the clients to peruse your material before even giving you a call? Let me know and let everyone else know down in the comments. Cheers, bye bye.